Hey guys, it's The-Nusk once again, and welcome to another video. So I haven't posted videos in a while. There were several reasons to that, and the first one is actually wanted to get some better microphone so I could hear my voice better in my videos. The second was I had a lot of work and I was kind of waiting for the new season to start. So yeah, here we finally are. So I'm still on my Eliotrope, ranks have been reset, so I had grinded up to, I think, 4,600, something like that, and now I fell back to 4,100, so I have to grind everything back up, and I'm trying to learn a couple of things along the way. First thing is I'm trying to play a lot more with neutral in most of my matches because not only do I consider it a bit more skilled than interruption, but also it actually allows you to do a certain number of things that you could not do with interruption. For example, correct some redirections, stuff like that. So it's pretty interesting. Classes where I'm gonna be playing interruption are still gonna be Sacriers and Oginax, where every single MP that they don't get by getting interior portals is actually a big win, because they just destroy you in melee range. So that's probably gonna be the two classes where I'm not gonna be playing interruption, but where I'm gonna be playing interruption and not neutral. Neutral also has the advantage of when you block like just the portal that's next to you, it means that the other portals that are next to the enemy stay open, and if he's not absolutely trying to rush you, but on the contrary he's more trying to escape from you, he's gonna have a much harder time blocking your portals. Because he'll just have to go through one of them, then put something, an entity on the one that's been closed by him going inside, and then there's still going to be a third portal. And much harder for him to close them. When you interruption, it's much easier for him. So that's one interesting thing. Second thing is I'm trying Outrage a bit more. I used to look down on this spell a lot, but I think it's pretty nice to have a free AP spell when you're playing fire. I've been trying a lot of other stuff out. I still don't have a spotted Dofus, which I think is going to be huge in 1v1, but I haven't finished my quest yet, so that's one of my primary objectives. I'm actually stuck at the quest where you have to survive until turn 10 with your friends. I think it's the monk quest. I don't know. It's just I've never been able to survive to turn 10 for now, so I hope I unlock that later. But I had this idea of trying to combine a cloudy Dofus with a spotted Dofus, so that on your negative cloudy turns, when you're negative damage, you just go into boost and heal mode, and you have the extra benefit of the 300 shield, and then on your upturns you just do some crazy damage, which is also boosted by the spotted Dofus. So that's one thing I want to try out. Might work. So here you see the set that I use against most classes. Turing Gurius, Rhinital set. This helmet, I don't know what it's called in English. Yeah, I'll just show you the items. Yeah, that's a pretty standard set. I don't use the pre-tech against every class, and I still haven't quite completely figured out these Dofuses. I still haven't figured out if Ivory was worth it or not. It might be, and I'm still trying to find out how to use the Ebony Dofus. It seems really hard on Elio. You just don't have that many entities. Like Coward is 4 AP. It's really hard to activate it. So yeah, I'm not completely convinced, but I'm definitely I definitely see the lack in damage against Sacriers. It actually, Ebony Dofus was just a guaranteed 300 damage every turn, and some turns even 600 damage right now. Yeah, it's just a lot of damage we lost against Sacriers. They just tank me forever. You're gonna see in the video. Yeah, so that's pretty much my thoughts about new items, new sets. I'll definitely keep you guys updated when I figure more stuff out, but I'm having fun trying out a lot of things. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, let's just jump into the commented matches. Okay, so for this first match, we're playing against a Feca. So I use a little variant of a fire mode to have a little bit of more fire resist, because that's the scariest Feca, I would say. I end up taking the Sparkling Sniveler instead of the pre-tag, because I figure he hasn't any erosion, so it's going to be good. I go for a turn 1, boost myself, go for Portal, and hit him with a Corrupted Bow. So it hits like a truck because he hasn't had a time to put his boosts up, and there's no Ivory to unlock anymore. So here he goes into distance resistance mode, so I just hit him in melee range, and I outmap him with the interruption and contraction. It didn't hit that hard, but Fecas have a very little regen, so every single damage you do is actually a big win. So yeah, there he goes for a bit of harass, and he finishes in the corner. Here I do a small redirection, which was pretty nice because I could hit him through the portal. I could have just used my MP, placed 2 portals down, and it would have worked as well. But if the map was bigger and I could have went farther away, this redirection was actually really nice. So here he blocks me with Gravita, but Eliotrope isn't blocked at all by the Gravita. You just totem, or you could contraction him and get away with it. So never play any kind of melee Feca against Eliotrope. It just doesn't work. You can't lock him up. You have to play some sort of very aggressive fire Feca, relying on distance and fire spells. I think that's the best chance a Feca has against Eliotrope. So here he goes for blocking all of my portals, but I have a line of sight on him, so I just hit him with free spells from a distance. So he doesn't have any boosts anymore, and he just dies here. So in this second match, we're going to be playing against a rogue. It's a classic fire rogue. So when I play against rogues, I up my fire resistances a bit. So here you can see I find them a bit lacking. And because most rogues are going to be playing it because they need the regen against Eliotropes. So this was one of my first matches where I was really trying out neutral instead of interruption. It was pretty interesting. I like against rogue because that way they have a much harder time blocking your portals. So he has a bit of a deathy skin going on. It's pretty cool. I play pretty aggressively against rogues on the first turns. Put my portals pretty close to them, and don't close the portals because I know they're not going to be hitting me from range very hard on turn 1. So here he just rushes me. I figure he's probably there, and yeah, I just go for a prediction. He's not very happy about that. I hit him for a portal, close the one that's the closest next to me, boost myself, and finish out of line of sight. So there, you can see that it's already a bit harder for him to block the portals. He basically has to finish on one of them, and he's not going to do that. He's going to rush me and put a small wall on me. So I'm just going to go for the opportunity to put him in his own wall. Just set up a portal. I know I'm gonna contraction him, put him there, and I'm just gonna close the portals and finish on the other side. It doesn't hit that hard, but it's a nice thing to do. Yeah, so here he's sitting on a non-closed portal, so he just goes for the portal and finishes in his bomb wall again, which is not great for him. So he's gonna be spamming his regen. Here I see that there's a line of sight to put a portal down, so I'm just gonna be hitting him like this, and again just closing the portal next to me. No, not even, because I don't need to. There's no way he can hit me. He doesn't have a line of sight. So he's just gonna be spamming his regen on his side of the wall. It's probably not the nicest gameplay you can do as a rogue, but whatever. And here again, you see that he's having a lot of trouble closing the portals that are next to him. I did a small fail. I could have parasited if I put my portal a little bit better, but it's still fine. He hasn't hit me once since the beginning of the match. He's just spamming his regen, but he's not getting anywhere like this. He's just basically just stalling the fight out. And again, he really has trouble closing the portals when I don't interrupt them. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. Pretty interesting. Here I do a small redirection because I absolutely want to parasite him. And I close just one of the portals. It's kind of a bait. If he goes to hit me through the portal, he's just dead. He just goes for another regen. I don't know how much he regens since the beginning of the fight. But again, I can just hit him again and again and again through the portal. I close the two that are next to me. And yeah, I think at this point he's just given up on life, so I'm probably just gonna finish him. Okay, so this match actually isn't that interesting gameplay-wise. It's just to show you how like absurdly broken Sacriers are. So I started recording on turn 2. Turn 1, I just boosted myself, and he just ran towards me. He's gonna block my portal with sword, but that's totally fine by me. I want to kill the squid as fast as possible anyway, so I'm just gonna kill it on this turn. I want to create maximum portal distance every turn, so that's what I'm gonna do here. I play Interruption against Sacriers, as I told you before. So usually against Sacriers, I play Strength, and for some reason I was just so focused with the new items, new Dophuses, that I forgot to switch to my Strength set. Which I regretted because he had like 37 fire res and 4% strength. So yeah, that was a bit unlucky. So here he goes for the skilled Shaffer. Happens all the time. I'm just gonna outmap him this turn. Hit him with a corrupted bow. Outmap him, interruption, and create the distance between him and me, and try to not stack my portals at the same spot. Here I made a small mistake. I should have leaky pied the Cowwatch to kill it. He would have had one less pivots to get to me. So why am I showing you this match? I'm just showing you because he's playing like really badly. I'm sorry, Jude, if you're watching this video, but like he's basically playing PVM. He's just running at me. He's like a better version of a Go Bull right now. Every turn, he's just going to be rushing towards me. He's not doing anything. He hasn't hit me in so many turns, and I'm just hitting him every single turn, and his life is just like never going down. Again, he does exactly the same mistake as he did one turn before. I don't know what he was expecting. Yeah, it's those kinds of mistakes. What is he gonna do? He plays Fluctuation, so I needed that information. I needed to know if I could have entities next to me or not. So I'm less scared right now. Okay, so this turn he went for a portal block. Doesn't matter too much. I'm just gonna change the axis. I'm just gonna outmap him on the other side this time. So when you're like blocked on one side, what you can do is put down a portal and just go to the other side of the map and put the opponent where you started from. So I'm just gonna outmap him again, close the portals, and yeah, I had time to finish my turn here. So again, he's really far away. He still hasn't hit me. He kind of gave up at this point. I'm like looking if there's a bug or something, because like I see that my Conjuration Parasite is hitting for like 600 damage. Like, what is that? Through redirection that's like at least 15 squares long. So yeah, Sacrier passive is super strong. Here he actually goes for his defensive spell. He should have put the Cowat on the portal, but yeah, he's just. I just want to show you that he's actually not doing anything. He's not thinking about how he could win his match, and even through all of that, it takes me like 8 turns of hitting him fully every turn, and I still can't kill him. Like, he's still not dead. I've hit him every single turn, and he's tanking. He's tanking. He could sacrifice his sword. He still hasn't done it for whatever reason. I mean, there's so much. Like, the only reason I can win against some Sacriers is because they're playing really badly. It's not because I'm outplaying them. It's they're basically outplaying themselves, and that's the only thing that's keeping Sacriers in check right now. Okay, and so here we are for the post-game wrap-up. So I showed you 3 quick matches. The level on them was not extremely high, but I guess it's gonna get better as we get higher and higher in the ladder, which is still broken, by the way, in 1v1. They really have to fix this. I was thinking about doing some tutorial video, like not actual like how to hit through a portal or how to Eliotrope redirection work, because I think there's a lot of videos out there that have been made which are really good, so you should watch that first. But no, I was thinking more of like advanced moves, outmapping, how to change axis, what to do when you're cornered, when to hit, when to heal yourself, when to boost yourself, that kind of like more like in-depth strategic gameplay with the Eliotrope. So let me guys know in the comments if that's if that's the type of content that would interest you. So first, I have recorded many more games, so I'm just gonna be commenting them as soon as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.